There's a lot of people that, come on and they say, hey, we need to have some black and brown unity. And we know historically, the brown community did not really want that. Historically, we know LULAC has never wanted that. When the civil rights leaders wanted to join with them, say, hey, let's get together. And let's fight against these folks. And like, no. We do not want to ally with you. Let you go fight your own problems, right? That's what Felix Tijerina said from LULAC back in that time period. And he was a racist as well. But also you fast forward, do you have some of them, as this Mexican gentleman is going to talk about, some of them like using the N-word. Let's go ahead and roll that clip.
Some Mexicans are fighting harder to have the right to say the N-word than they are for Mexican rights. And that's not even an exaggeration. Mexicans need to realize that there's no need for us to say the N-word. We literally have 2 languages that we can choose from, and this will always drive a wedge between black and brown unity. Like, give it up, drop it, use another word.
Well, first of all, I never understood why any other group would use that word, because it has nothing to do with you. It's not your history. It has nothing, you know what I'm saying? You have your own words and all of that. And there are black people have been saying, say, bro, don't be using that. That ain't nothing to be using. And then when they get told by black people, well, my black friends have no problem with it. That's your dumb black friend. That's not the whole of black America. And you need to pay attention more so to the whole, not your little silly friend. And I say silly because you don't sit up there and let nobody call you that or say that's cool to be called. No. Because you go around and start using certain words that would demean them, they would have a problem with it real quick. Now, there were people in the chat who were saying, yeah, I wish they stopped using that. I'm talking about even other Mexicans who are saying, need to stop using that. We got our own words. And you do have your own words. And there's nothing wrong with your words. Use them to talk to each other. Leave that alone. Me personally, I don't even like black people using that word. I'm just telling you where I'm at. But when a person tells you don't use a word is disrespectful to them and you keep doing it, you keep doubling down. Now, I know Fat Joe is a Mexican. He's Puerto Rican, but, he's still Latino. When you're doubling down on using a word that black folks told you not to, it's disrespectful at that point. And you talking about some unity, you can't even get in the door of unity if you're going to be disrespectful. I'm just telling you right now, it's not going to happen. But as that sister said on the video, and I'll never forget that, she said, hey, you want to have some black and brown unity, start in the prisons first. And the reason why she said that is because they joined with the white supremacists in jail against black folk. That's what they do. They will join in jail with the white supremacists, people that don't like them, people that want them deported, people who's deporting them now. And now since they are going after them and deporting them, you know what I'm saying? That's where you get the calls from about, oh, we need to have some black and brown unite. You only want to unite when you're in trouble. When everything's all good, you don't want to unite anymore. You understand? So if you want to even have some decent relations, the first thing you got to do is drop that word out your vocabulary. That's the very first word you got to do. Drop it out your vocabulary and just have some doggone respect. If not, you always gonna have an issue. But I tell you what, a black person on your team or a black community on your team means a whole lot more than you on your own in this country. And a lot of people are finding out the hard way. That's why they want this black and brown unity.